In the shadowed corners of Harrow, Vermont, a town nestled between the embrace of fog-covered mountains and dense, whispering woods, rumors began to circulate about a cursed videotape. The kind of rumors that send shivers down your spine and make you question every shadow. I'd stumbled upon these tales in the Raven's Roost, a rustic tavern with walls that had seen centuries, where the fireplace crackled and the locals held onto their secrets as tightly as their drinks. One evening, as the wind howled outside, an old man, his face etched with lines of age and eyes clouded with mysteries, handed me a nondescript VHS tape. Its surface was devoid of any label, yet it beckoned me with a morbid curiosity that I couldn't resist. I returned to my rented cabin, the wooden structure creaking in the night's embrace. With trepidation, I played the tape on a dusty VCR. What unfolded before me was a montage of unsettling images, distorted faces, desolate landscapes, and scenes that seemed to be plucked from the darkest corners of a nightmare. The tape ensnared me, refusing to let go, even as dread coiled in my stomach. Sleep eluded me that night. The weight of the curse pressed upon me, a tangible darkness that threatened to consume my very soul. My nights became restless, haunted by the tape's eerie imagery. My days, a quest to unearth the origins of this malevolent force. In my search, I encountered others who had viewed the tape. Their stories mirrored my own, tales of sleepless nights, of shadows that seemed to move just out of sight, of whispers in the dark. But there was one name that kept resurfacing. Abigail Harrow, a storyteller from the town's early days, said to know the tape's origins. Delving into Harrow's history, I uncovered journals and letters, yellowed with age, that hinted at a tale of betrayal and vengeance, all linked to that accursed tape. The town's library, a Gothic structure with towering spires, became my refuge. Here, I met Dr. Richard Monroe, a scholar of the supernatural with salt and pepper hair, and a demeanor that spoke of many encounters with the unknown. Together, we ventured into the heart of Harrow's mysteries. Our investigations took us to the town's oldest residents, who spoke in hushed tones of a family feud, a tragic love story, and a dark pact made in the shadow of a blood moon. The dilapidated Harrow mansion, standing atop a hill overlooking the town, beckoned us next. The mansion, with its boarded windows and ivy-covered walls, held secrets in its silent rooms. Amidst the cobwebs and memories, we discovered a collection of tapes. These were the originals, the very essence of the curse, created by the Harrow family in a dark ritual to trap their souls in a perpetual loop of torment. The realization that the necklace was the linchpin to the curse sent a shiver down our spines. Crafted from a luminescent moonstone and set in tarnished silver, the necklace was said to have an eerie glow whenever spirits were near. Legends whispered that the necklace was not just a binding tool, but also a beacon, drawing the spirits to it. Our search began at the Harrow mansion. The once grand halls now echoed with the whispers of the past. As we delved deeper into the mansion, the atmosphere grew thick with tension. Every creak of the floorboards, every gust of wind, felt like the spirits were watching us, waiting for the right moment. Suddenly, a cold gust of wind blew through the hallway, extinguishing our lanterns. In the darkness, we heard the soft, haunting lullaby of a woman, sending chills down our spines. Following the voice, we were led to a grand ballroom. The room, bathed in an ethereal blue light, revealed the spirits of the Harrow family, dancing in an endless loop to a tune only they could hear. In the center, suspended in midair, was the moonstone necklace, glowing with an otherworldly light. As I reached out to grab it, a force pushed me back. The spirits, their faces contorted in anger, began to close in on us. Their whispers grew louder, a cacophony of anger and sorrow. It was then that Dr. Monroe revealed his connection to Sarah Turner. He confessed that he had known about the necklace's location all along, having learned of it from Sarah, a forgotten descendant of the Harrow family. She had inherited the necklace from her grandmother, unaware of the darkness it held. Feeling betrayed by Monroe's deception, I watched in horror as the spirits circled him, their icy fingers reaching out. But before they could touch him, a voice rang out. "Stop!" Sarah, with her raven black hair flowing and eyes filled with determination, stepped into the room, holding an old tome. She began chanting an incantation, and the room was filled with a blinding light. The spirits, drawn to the necklace, began to swirl around it, their forms becoming a vortex of energy. With one final chant, Sarah directed the energy into the necklace, causing it to shine even brighter. With the spirits now contained within the necklace, Sarah approached the Harrow crypt. Placing the necklace inside, she sealed the crypt, ensuring the spirits would remain trapped for eternity. The weight of the curse lifted, and the oppressive atmosphere that had plagued Harrow was no more. Monroe, his face pale and eyes filled with remorse, confessed his initial intentions. He had hoped to harness the necklace's power for his own gain, but had underestimated the depth of the curse. Sarah, having saved the town and her family's legacy, chose to stay in Harrow, dedicating her life to ensuring that the dark past would never resurface. As for Monroe, he left Harrow, his reputation tarnished, but with a lesson learned about the dangers of meddling with forces beyond comprehension. Harrow, though free from the curse, remained a town of mysteries, its dark past forever etched in its soul. The tapes were buried deep beneath the Harrow mansion, ensuring they'd never ensnare another soul. As for me, the experience left an indelible mark, a reminder of the thin line between our world and the supernatural. The town returned to its quiet existence, but the tales of the cursed tapes became a part of its folklore. And while the nights in Harrow were no longer haunted by vengeful spirits, they still whispered tales of love, betrayal, and redemption. The days that followed were a mix of relief and reflection. Harrow, with its cobbled streets and ancient buildings, seemed to breathe a sigh of relief. The oppressive air that once hung over the town had lifted, replaced by a cautious optimism. Children played in the streets, their laughter echoing through the town square, and the once deserted parks were now filled with families enjoying the sun. Yet, beneath this newfound peace, the scars of the past remained. The Harrow mansion, though now silent, stood as a testament to the town's dark history. Curious tourists, drawn by the tales of the cursed tapes, began to trickle into Harrow. The town's economy, which had been on the brink of collapse, started to revive. The local inn, the Whispering Pines, saw a surge in bookings, and the Raven's Roost became a hotspot for those eager to hear first-hand accounts of the haunting. Sarah Turner, having played a pivotal role in breaking the curse, found herself at the center of attention. She decided to convert a part of the Harrow mansion into a museum, dedicated to preserving the town's history and educating visitors about the curse. The museum showcased artifacts, journals, and even some of the less malevolent tapes, providing a glimpse into the lives of the Harrow family and the events that led to the creation of the cursed tapes. Dr. Richard Monroe, seeking redemption for his earlier deceit, partnered with Sarah. Together, they organized tours of the mansion, sharing tales of the supernatural and ensuring that the true story of the Harrow tapes was told. Monroe also started a series of lectures on the supernatural, drawing enthusiasts from all over the country. I, having been deeply affected by the events, decided to stay in Harrow. The town had become a part of me, and I felt a responsibility to ensure its stories were passed down. I took up residence in a quaint cottage near the woods and began penning a book detailing my experiences. The writing process was therapeutic, allowing me to process the trauma and come to terms with the haunting memories. As months turned into years, Harrow's transformation was remarkable. The town, once on the verge of being forgotten, became a beacon for those interested in the supernatural. Annual festivals celebrating Harrow's history and resilience were organized, drawing crowds from far and wide. Yet, with the influx of visitors came new challenges. There were those who sought to exploit the town's history for personal gain. Fake mediums and self-proclaimed ghost hunters descended upon Harrow, promising encounters with the supernatural. Sarah and Monroe, with the support of the town's council, worked diligently to ensure that Harrow's history was respected and not commercialized. The woods surrounding Harrow, dense and mysterious, became a focal point for many explorations. Legends of hidden groves, where rituals were once performed, and tales of lost travelers lured by ghostly apparitions, added to the town's allure. Guided treks, led by locals familiar with the wood's secrets, became popular, offering adventurous souls a chance to experience Harrow's magic. As for the cursed tapes, they remained buried deep beneath the Harrow mansion, their malevolence contained. But every so often, on a foggy night, when the wind howled just right, one could hear faint whispers, echoes of a time when the line between the living and the dead blurred in Harrow. The town's resilience and ability to transform its darkest hour into a beacon of hope became an inspiration for many. Harrow's tale was a testament to the human spirit's ability to confront the unknown, to seek the truth, and to find redemption in the face of overwhelming odds.